So we want to look at writing slope-intercept form equations. Most of you have probably saw at one point or another the y equal mx plus b. I like to use an alternate form to this. I call it y equal delta y, delta x, x plus, you can call it b or c, it doesn't really matter, c. And the big thing that I want everybody to understand is when you look at a slope-intercept form equation, you get two pieces of information. First, you're going to work with the slope. That's why they call it slope-intercept. So you have your slope here. You have your slope here. These are alternate forms, so they're all going to say the same thing. And then the b is known as a y-intercept. Y-intercept. Little c over here, going to be the same thing, y-intercept. As we've talked about in class, what an intercept is where the line is going to cross the y-axis. And so if I cross the y-axis, if I have a line that's running like this and it crosses the y-axis, I need to know where that is. And so I want to know the y-intercept as an ordered pair. An ordered pair would always be 0 and then little b. 0, little c. And we've also talked about slope. When you look at slope, there's three ideas that can occur. You can have a proper fraction. If the slope is reported as a proper fraction, we'll say that it has a shallow either incline or decline. Incline would be as if as you read it, it goes up, and this one it goes down, so we would say shallow decline, or whatever the case may be. And so proper fraction means that it would be shallow and either an incline or decline. Incline if it's positive, decline if it's negative. If it's equal to 1, so you have something like 12 over 12 or 5 over 5 or 1 over 1, we would say that that has a standard pitch to it. And so when it equals 1, when it equals 1, and again we're talking about slope. This is all slope right here. Slope. Slope is a proper fraction, will be shallow. When it equals 1, we'll say it's standard. And when it's an improper fraction, we're going to say it's steep. Steep. Okay? So our slopes. Proper fraction, something like 3/4 would be a shallow incline. Something like negative 1/2 would be a shallow decline. 1 is either 1, so it's a standard incline. Negative 1 would be a standard decline. And an improper fraction like 11/5 would be a steep incline, where negative 13/2 would be a steep decline because it's negative. Now, this is just an introduction to the writing of slope-intercept form equations, and in the next video I'm going to actually go through some examples. This is what your homework will look like, where we have to go through, find our slope, and then find our intercept and write the equation and predict what the line would look like.